What is up, wonderful world of YouTube? My name's Chris, and you are tuned in to Motivated Living. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me tonight, burning the midnight oil. Today, I'm going to bring to you Paco Rabbane Pure XS, a scent that was released in 2017. So, hang tight, I'll be right back.
Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
I told you guys I'd be back. Thanks for waiting for me. Before we go ahead and jump in this, if you already subscribed, I thank you guys. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. It's down there somewhere. You got to look for it. Down there. Hit that subscribe button for me. And then as we go ahead and hit your thumbs up. Ring your notification bell. Come on back. I extend an open invitation. Either way, I thank y'all for tuning in. It means a lot. So, Paco Rabbane Pure XS. There's the bottle. I'm going to go ahead and start with this box. I already got it all busted open. I'll show you the presentation real quick. Let's get a number right there. I'm going to try to make this quick for you guys. I tend to sometimes get off track because I like to talk to y'all. My fragrance family, my YouTube family. Either way, I appreciate you guys. I really do. So I try to make it personal. It's a felt box. Really cool. Reminds me of a couple of the Dolce & Gabbana fragrances I have. And but I haven't really seen any other fragrances come like that. Like, they did a good job making the box. And since I just had a pizza, I won't be chewing on it. So moving forward, again, this came out in 2017. Paco Rabbane Pure XS. My lighting isn't the best. Bear with me. It's on its way. I'm going to help brighten the place up a bit for your guys' viewing pleasure. There's the bottle. Here's the cap. The cap's actually attached to the bottle. See, there's a hinge right there. Pops open. If you buy this, I will tell you now, be careful with this hinge, because I went like that, trying to pop it open and be a cool guy, like, yeah, pow, and the lid went pop, snap, and rolled across the room. So I ended up super gluing it back on, just because I'm kind of weird like that. I didn't want it broke off. But honestly, I'll tell you why. I should have probably left it off here in a few. But if you look, I got some glue marks on there. But pretty well put together. Heavy duty bottle. It's shaped like none of the other ones I have, so it's kind of in my cabinet in there. I have to move it a certain way to get it to fit. The bottom is engraved, or like etched in. I don't know if you can see it or not. Trying, but yeah, you can feel where it's etched in the glass there. This almost seems like a sticker, but it's not. But it's not engraved either, so I don't know. I'll give you a spray, and this is why I said I should have kept the cap off. There we go. I don't know if you've seen that blast, or if you can see in the light how it coated my arm. Got that little shiny look. But, man, that stuff smells really good. As you see how I struggled to get the depress down on here on the atomizer, get a spray, the lid's kind of a pain in the butt. Like, it's a cool idea, but sometimes it's not the easiest to get in there and spray, and you want to make sure you have a nozzle pointed the right direction, or it's going to bounce off your cap. So you kind of want to kick it out a little bit and then hold it at an angle to get a good spray off. But, it smells really good. Really, really good. Actually, and it says there's ginger in it as being one of the notes, and that's one of the first things I can pick up. But I'm going to go ahead and read who the perfumers are and a brief note that they said. Anne Filippo and Caroline Dumar are the perfumers behind this. And yeah, I do keep notes off to the side. My memory isn't the best. I had a head injury a long time ago. But sorry, not making excuses. I'm just being canty with you guys. I like transparency. So some things I know, some things I look up and read. But I've already sprayed some on earlier. I've been wearing this today. It's a good one. I like it. It puts me in a kind of a calm, tranquil type mood. And I think that's because of the myrrh that's said to be in it. But now what them two perfumers said, I wrote it down because it made me smile. But they said, well, it said their goal was to convey The sensation of skin shivering with desire and burning with pleasure, unquote. And they call it, it's a juicy, delicious, bite-inducing aphrodisiac. And that sounds like, SE Inks in a bottle. And other people have said the same thing. And you'll see fingerprints on my bottle. I use my fragrances. That's why I buy them. Granted, some of them just sitting there and look pretty in the cabinet, but, because you don't always get to wear your full rotation. But I wear these things. These are mine. And but it smells delicious. It smells really good. It's said to be an Oriental, but it's a gourmand. It has vanilla bean in there as well. I'll read offhand. See, I couldn't find a lot of times you'll see the notes are broke down like the triangle, and it'll say your top notes, your heart notes, your base notes. And see, this side has the dry down, and on this side, I get the vanilla bean on there. But what I found doing my little research was ginger, vegetable sap, white thyme, cinnamon, vanilla bean, and myrrh, and they're not in any order, so they're in there. I don't detect the cinnamon. I have one fragrance, man. That's all I can smell when I first spray it. I don't really smell it in here. It's really blended well together. They did a good job. And then in the dry downs, when I get the more vanilla type. But right off the gate, I get the ginger, and maybe if I really look for it, I can get the cinnamon. And just being frank and honest with y'all, I have no idea what thyme or vegetable sap would smell like. So that's a new one to me. That could be what is giving it that different type of smell, because the opening's not like anything I've smelled before. The dry down is. So the uniqueness of the scent, I would rate it a little higher if the dry down didn't remind me of something else. But I would give it an 8 on the uniqueness and scent overall. This performs on my skin like an eau de parfum, but this is an eau de toilette, so which is pretty cool. Usually it's different. The eau de toilettes don't perform as well as the eau de parfums, but I've been surprised before. But EDPs usually have a higher concentration in them. But this performs like one of those higher concentration fragrances to me on my skin. It might be different on yours. I say it booms off you at first when you first spray it, that you don't want to overspray. I put a spray on earlier and I was sniffing my arm, trying to just, because I wear my fragrances for certain reasons. I've said it in other videos. I look for different feelings from them. And that's I use my feelers to determine what I'm going to wear that day, usually, or that moment even. But I did a spray, and then about 40 minutes later, I went and got into bed next to wifey, and we were talking. And I was probably about, from here to here away from her. And she was like, "Ooh, what did you just spray on? That's really strong. I like it, but it's really strong." And for you guys who don't know, my wife has a lot of health issues, and one of them is COPD. It affects her breathing. So certain fragrances, I have to be careful. I can't wear Sauvage around her whatsoever. She'll run me out the house, send me on errands. Now, take the bike, baby. Go out on a motorcycle and let the wind blow that off you. Come back later. But that's a true story. But she said it was really strong. And that, like I said, it was about 40 minutes later when I came in. So I don't recommend overspraying this one, as it could be overpowering, maybe choke somebody out. Typically, I do a 5-spray routine. If I'm going to be leaving the house, you bet your behind I'm still going to do my 5-spray routine and just pray that I die down a little so I don't smell like the cologne guy when I get to where I'm going. But, because I wear them for me. Excuse me. It lasts on my skin quite a while, actually. I better quit wiggling that bottle because I see it reflecting off the light. It projected on me pretty well, probably I'd say a good hour and a half, 2 hours, where it was easy to detect, and it lasted on my skin 6-7 hours where I was hunting for it. So not one of the longest lasting ones, but by far not one of the not long lasting ones. So like I said, it performed like the EDP. It surprised me. It's a very good scent. It's peaceful. It's pleasing. To me, it's calming, and I believe it's the myrrh in there It's one of my favorite fragrances as far as, well, like oils, essentials. I like frankincense. I like myrrh. And it's one of the ones I can detect in here because I've bought just the pure oil before, and like I put them in my beard and smell them throughout the day just for the calming, giving me a warm feeling. Do I recommend buying this? Yeah, I would. Do I regret buying this? No, because I've had this in my cabinet for a little bit. It's taken me a while to bring it to you. But and I have grabbed it more than once. As you see, got a little bit of juice already missing out of there. It's down about right there. This is the 3.4 ounce 100 mil. And it might be the only size it comes in. I'm not sure. But it even says Pure XS. It's spelled out under there also. But that's my first time noticing that. You know, you got the XS, but then it's written XS underneath it. It's pretty cool stuff. So that's about it. If it's not anything like the other Paco Rabbanes that I've smelled, you know, they're known for their 1 million, that whole line of flankers that came with it. This is almost like a grown, I don't want to say, I don't put ages on fragrances, but it seems like it's a playful but mature scent, and it seems like it'd be versatile. I do not recommend wearing this in the heat. It seems like a cooler weather fragrance. I could be wrong. I haven't worn it in winter yet because it's not here, but it's daggone chilly in Indiana right now. It's fall. It is cold and already. And I've wore it, and it seems to perform pretty doggone good in the chill. So with that said, I'm going to wrap it up. I once again invite you guys to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It helps support you. New channel, well, growing channel. Not really new, but I'm not old either here. And ring your bell so you can come on back and join me. I try to upload at least a few a week anymore. I've been trying to fit them in, and I'm trying to keep them down time-wise. So I thank you guys for tuning in. You're welcome to come back and join me. If you don't, I wish y'all the best. And I thank each and every one of you guys. You all matter to me. So be blessed. Be blessed. Have a great day. Keep your heads up. Stay smiling. Stay smelling good. Hope to see you again soon.
Motivated living.
Change is on the horizon.